The storyline involving Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair continues to build intrigue on WWE SmackDown, particularly as the road to WrestleMania 42 heats up. After both women were absent from the SmackDown episode immediately following the Royal Rumble, they made their return during the February 13th edition of the show. This appearance came at a pivotal time, with tensions from the Royal Rumble still lingering in the air. At the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match, Charlotte Flair entered at number 1, while Alexa Bliss drew number 2. The two started the match together as tag team partners, exchanging early attempt at finishes and even sharing a moment of camaraderie before the third entrant arrived. They appeared to form a temporary truce, avoiding direct physical confrontation with each other throughout much of the match. However, drama unfolded when Nia Jax attempted to eliminate Bliss. Both women teetered on the apron, and Charlotte intervened by pushing Jax over the top rope to save her partner. In the process, the momentum carried Alexa Bliss out as well, resulting in her elimination. While it was technically Jax who initiated the spot, Charlotte's action directly contributed to Bliss going over the ropes, creating an ambiguous situation where blame could be placed on either woman or shared between them. This moment planted seeds of potential discord in their partnership, which had been portrayed as strong and supportive up to that point. The duo had been teaming successfully, with Charlotte's more regal, dominant persona complementing Alexa's unpredictable, mischievous style. Fans had grown accustomed to seeing them back each other up, making the Royal Rumble elimination feel like a crack in an otherwise solid alliance. On the February 13th SmackDown, Charlotte approached Alexa backstage with a clear intent to address the issue head-on. She offered a sincere apology for her role in the elimination at the Royal Rumble. Charlotte presented Alexa with a thoughtful gift, a bouquet of black roses, fitting for Alexa's darker aesthetic, and a signed photo of herself, a classic Charlotte Flair touch that blended arrogance with affection. This gesture underscored Charlotte's desire to make amends and preserve their friendship. Alexa, however, downplayed the incident. She insisted that Charlotte was not truly at fault, redirecting the blame squarely onto Nia Jax as the one who physically eliminated her. Alexa emphasized that the Royal Rumble is inherently chaotic, with every woman fighting for herself in a battle royal format. She acknowledged the rules of survival and seemed genuinely forgiving, refusing to let the moment sour their relationship. The segment had a light-hearted tone, with Charlotte playfully referring to them as Galentines in a nod to the upcoming Valentine's-adjacent timing, highlighting their bond beyond typical tag team dynamics. The conversation took an interesting turn when Charlotte mentioned the upcoming Elimination Chamber match, noting that it operates under similar every woman for herself principles. This line felt deliberate, almost prophetic, hinting at future conflicts where personal ambitions could override loyalty. Alexa responded positively to the apology and gifts, but there was a subtle undercurrent of coolness in her demeanor compared to earlier interactions. She had been noticeably more reserved towards Charlotte in recent weeks, suggesting that while she was willing to move past the Royal Rumble, any further incidents might test her patience. Later that night, Alexa competed in a triple-threat Elimination Chamber qualifier against Women's United States champion Julia and Zelina Vega. With Charlotte at ringside offering support, Alexa secured the victory, punching her ticket to the Elimination Chamber match. She overcame challenges from both opponents, capitalizing on the chaos to hit her signature moves and claim the win. This qualification positions Alexa as a contender for a potential women's championship opportunity at WrestleMania 42, should she emerge victorious from the chamber. Charlotte's path to the same match appears straightforward. The following week on SmackDown, she is scheduled for her own qualifier in a triple-threat bout against Nia Jax and Kiana James. Given Charlotte's status as a top star and multi-time champion, expectations are high that she will advance. It makes narrative sense for both women to enter the Elimination Chamber together. If only one qualifies, the budding tension between them loses momentum. Having both inside the structure keeps their story alive and allows for organic escalation. The Elimination Chamber format is uniquely suited to force confrontations. Unlike the Royal Rumble's open field, the chamber is a confined, unforgiving steel cage with 4 pods holding participants while 2 start in the ring. Entries occur at timed intervals, but once all 6 women are active, avoidance becomes impossible. Alexa and Charlotte could find themselves starting the match against each other if booked as the initial competitors. That scenario would immediately test their ability to set aside friendship for competition, potentially leading to intense exchanges and near-falls that highlight their chemistry as opponents. Alternatively, they might cross paths deeper into the match, perhaps in the final three or even as the last two standing. In such a high-stakes environment, eliminations carry weight. The Royal Rumble spot was debatable. One could argue Jax was primarily responsible, giving Charlotte an out. But in the Chamber, a direct pin or over-the-top elimination leaves no room for excuses. If Charlotte eliminates Alexa cleanly, or vice versa, it becomes undeniable that one partner cost the other a shot at WrestleMania glory. Consider the emotional layers. Alexa has already extended forgiveness once, accepting that the Royal Rumble's nature made the elimination unintentional or at least excusable. A second betrayal, especially one where Charlotte is solely responsible, could push Alexa past her breaking point. Their partnership has shown signs of strain lately. Alexa's colder responses, the subtle shifts in body language during promos. One more major incident might ignite real resentment. Picture this outcome. Charlotte eliminates Alexa in the Chamber, perhaps pinning her after a figure eight or a spear. Charlotte advances, but ultimately falls short of winning the match herself. Both women exit without a title shot at WrestleMania. The fallout would be intense. Backstage awkwardness, lingering stays, and unresolved tension would dominate their interactions. Alexa, having given Charlotte a pass before, might refuse to do so again. The elephant in the room becomes impossible to ignore. One partner directly crushed the other's dreams. This scenario sets up compelling drama for the weeks ahead. The month of March could focus on their deteriorating relationship, with promos, confrontations, and perhaps interference in matches building toward a single showdown. While no concrete reports confirm an Alexa Bliss vs. Charlotte Flair match at WrestleMania 42, the pacing of their storyline suggests WWE is planting seeds for something significant. The Elimination Chamber feels like the perfect catalyst. A major moment there, whether a betrayal, an elimination, or mutual destruction, could accelerate their path to clashing one-on-one. Of course, WWE storytelling often leaves room for surprises. The fallout might extend beyond WrestleMania, allowing the tension to simmer during the post-Mania reset. But the context clues point strongly toward the Chamber as a turning point. Both qualifying keeps the narrative flowing, heightens stakes, and forces them to confront whether their friendship can survive the pursuit of individual success. Shifting gears to another exciting development in the WWE universe, AJ Lee is set to make a triumphant return to the WWE 2K video game franchise with WWE 2K26. This marks her first appearance in the series since WWE 2K15, following her retirement from in-ring competition in 2015. AJ, who stepped away after a memorable run as Divas champion, has been absent from the game for over a decade. Recently, AJ shared behind-the-scenes photos from her face and body scan session for the game. The process took place shortly after her return to WWE television, allowing developers to capture her current look promptly. She expressed genuine excitement, noting that her in-game model looks incredibly realistic. In her words, it blew her mind to think that her younger self, from the days of fan-created characters in earlier games, would now see her as an official playable character spanning two different eras of the 2K series. Fans have responded enthusiastically to the news. AJ Lee's unique style, quick wit, and in-ring prowess made her stand out during her original run, and her inclusion brings nostalgia while celebrating her part-time comeback. Having both a modern version and a retro look from her peak years adds depth, allowing players to relive classic matches or create dream scenarios. It's a fitting tribute to a performer who left a lasting impact despite her relatively short full-time tenure. These stories highlight WWE's knack for blending real-life returns, interpersonal drama, and multimedia extensions. The Alexa-Charlotte dynamic offers laid character work, while AJ Lee's game inclusion bridges generations of fans. Whether the tag partners implode in the Chamber or maintain their alliance remains to be seen, but the build-up promises compelling viewing. The Elimination Chamber match could deliver the defining moment that shifts their trajectory, potentially leading to fireworks down the line. Overall, these developments keep the women's division vibrant and unpredictable. Alexa and Charlotte's partnership, once a highlight of unity, now teeters on the edge of fracture, driven by ambition and the unforgiving nature of WWE competition. Meanwhile, AJ Lee's digital revival reminds everyone of the enduring appeal of iconic figures. The coming weeks, especially with Charlotte's qualifier looming and the Chamber fast approaching, will likely reveal more about where these paths lead. Fans have plenty to anticipate as WWE continues crafting stories that mix emotion, athleticism, and long-term payoff.